This fish looks like a melting human face, and it's not sick. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. The blobfish lives 3,000 feet underwater, where pressure is 120 times greater than at the surface. Down there, its gelatinous, loose body is perfectly functional. It lets the fish float without wasting energy. The moment you pull it up, that pressure disappears. Its entire body expands and deforms into that iconic, sagging disaster you've seen in photos. Here's the disturbing part. Every blobfish photo ever taken shows a dead or dying animal. You've never seen a healthy one. Nobody has. Because a healthy blobfish lives where cameras can barely survive. The creature you think is ugly doesn't actually look like that. We made it look that way. Its teeth are so large it can never fully close its mouth. Ever. The fangtooth has the largest teeth relative to body size of any fish on Earth. Those fangs are so disproportionate, the fish evolved special sheaths in its brain to prevent its own teeth from stabbing it when it tries to shut its jaw. Think about that. Evolution had to redesign the skull around a mistake that couldn't be undone. It hunts in total darkness at 5,000 feet depth using a lateral line, a vibration-sensing organ that detects the pressure wave of nearby prey. It doesn't see you. It feels you coming. The fangs aren't for chewing. They're a cage. Once something goes in, geometry makes escape impossible. Those aren't eyes. What you think are its eyes are actually its nostrils. The Barreleye's real eyes are those two glowing green cylinders sitting inside its transparent head, a completely see-through skull. You can watch its brain work in real time. Those tubular eyes point upward, always upward, scanning for silhouettes of prey against the faint light above. When prey is detected, the eyes rotate forward like targeting systems locking on. For decades, scientists couldn't study this properly because the transparent dome collapses the moment the fish leaves deep pressure. We only confirmed the eye rotation in 2009 using deep-sea ROV cameras. We had the fish for 100 years. We didn't understand its most basic feature. Its mouth is bigger than its body, and it can swallow something 6 times its own size. The Gulper Eel is essentially a jaw with a tail. Its mouth unhinges and expands into a massive pouch, like a pelican crossed with a nightmare. The stomach walls stretch to accommodate prey larger than the eel itself. But here's where it gets stranger. At the end of its whip-like tail is a bioluminescent organ that pulses pink and red light. Scientists believe it uses this to lure prey toward the mouth end. By distracting them with light from the opposite direction first, it tricks you into walking toward the trap by showing you something beautiful behind it. That's not instinct. That's strategy. It looks completely normal until it opens its mouth. Then it looks like a flower from hell. The Sarcastic Fringehead is a small, unremarkable fish until threatened. Its jaw unhinges and expands into a massive, iridescent, flap-like mouth that dwarfs its own head. Males settle territorial disputes by pressing these open mouths together. A grotesque face-to-face shoving match where the bigger jaw wins. No biting, no chasing, just two creatures screaming silently at each other with their entire faces. The word sarcastic in its name comes from Greek, meaning to tear flesh. Scientists named it before they fully understood it. They saw the teeth first. They named it for violence. Then they discovered it mostly argues. The male anglerfish doesn't hunt. It doesn't eat. It exists for one purpose, and that purpose destroys it. The glowing lure, the nightmare teeth, the deep-sea ambush, that's all the female. The male is born small, toothless, and with one biological obsession. Find a female before his digestive system shuts down. When he finds her, he bites into her side and fuses. His blood vessels merge with hers. His organs dissolve. His eyes disappear. Within weeks, he is nothing but a sperm-producing attachment on her body. One female can carry up to 8 males simultaneously. Here's the part nobody says out loud. Scientists studied anglerfish for decades and thought the tiny attached lumps were parasites. They were actually the males. The males were so reduced, nobody recognized them as the same species. Its jaw doesn't open, it launches. The goblin shark's entire jaw assembly fires forward from its skull, extending outward to catch prey the shark couldn't otherwise reach. No other shark does this. No other vertebrate does this quite like this. That elongated flat snout, covered in electroreceptors so sensitive it detects the electrical field of a heartbeat through sand. It doesn't need to see you. It doesn't need to hear you. It reads your heartbeat through the ground and then fires its face at you. The goblin shark has barely changed in 125 million years. It predates T-Rex. It survived every mass extinction. It watched the dinosaurs appear and disappear. It is still here, still firing its jaw in the dark, still finding heartbeats in the deep. It produces a color of light that nothing in the ocean can see, except itself. The dragonfish generates deep red bioluminescence, a wavelength that should be essentially invisible in the deep ocean, where almost every creature has lost the ability to detect red light. But the dragonfish evolved a special chlorophyll-based pigment in its eyes, borrowed from bacteria, that lets it see red. Essentially, it built a private flashlight and private night vision simultaneously. It uses this to hunt in plain sight. Other fish swim past, unable to see the beam illuminating them. The dragonfish watches them from the dark, fully lit. And those fang-like transparent teeth? Transparent enamel means they don't reflect bioluminescent light. Its weapons are literally invisible. Darkness is not the absence of strategy. For the dragonfish, darkness is the strategy.